thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us here again on Be Connected. We have tonight's educator, Stuart George from CKP Creative. For those that haven't met Stuart before, he is a self-confessed geek with all things digital and tech. He has a vast range of experiences throughout his career, and as a professional musician and business owner from the age of 20, an electrician, digital creative, session singer and saxophonist, composer, music educator and technologist, Apple certified trainer, photo, video and music production. As a business owner, he has been there and done that right across Australia, and his thirst for knowledge means that his skill base is constantly updating and growing. I will hand over to you now, Stuart.
Why, thank you kindly. And yes, that is a saxophone. And I can play that. I'm not going to do it now. Right now, I'm going to be talking about something that happened today. We should insert the dun, dun, dun music. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you can see that. Can you see that, everybody? Fabulous. Okay, so I'm going to go through this. I'm not going to go too deep, but I'm just going to let you know this is mission critical. Who uses email in the room? Bit of a show of hands. Okay, right. Now, unless you have this set up correctly, you're going to have problems. Okay, now this is specifically starting from the top down. When you're doing bulk emails, you're sending a lot of emails, but even if you're sending out, say 20, 30, 100 emails, you need to have these settings in place. Otherwise, things are going to end up in the junk. Okay, so classic story today, emails coming from my son's high school. Somebody, surprisingly in a government area, may have set things up interestingly, so they're going into the junk straight away. You can absolutely guarantee every one of their emails ends up there. So let's not do that. Let's keep our message in front of everybody's faces. Okay, so this is specifically around Google and Yahoo, but everything is marching forth like this as well. So there are certain settings called DMARC, SPF, okay, and it's to do with your deliverability of your email, and then who uses a CRM in the room. Show of hands, CRM, okay, fantastic. Unless you have your CRM with the specific settings from the back end of that aligned with your DNS, also you're going to have some problems as well, because it will not land where it needs to land. So today is February the 1st, so pinch and the punch, all the rest of that. Now, the pinch and the punch is coming from the emails. So now, did you know that 15 billion, I could do that now, 15 billion emails, spam emails, are actually proliferating across the planet on a daily basis. This is why Google and Yahoo and everybody is trying to wrangle everything. So you need to verify your identity for your recipients, okay? It needs to be very, very, very straightforward, okay? The next thing is, who, when they send out an email to a database, has got an unsubscribe link on it? Who's doing that at the moment? Fantastic. Is it nice and clear? Now, if you're on an iPhone, Paul's iPhone, Paul is an iPhone. I don't know, maybe it is the human form of an iPhone, not sure. But at the top of the majority of actual iPhone emails, the Mac Mail on your phone, there's actually an unsubscribe link, which is right up the top there. So that's visible. But now, if you're not making that highly visible for the people that you're sending emails to, that's a bit of a problem, okay? So they need to be able to get the heck out of Dodge if they don't want to receive your information. The next thing is, who's doing email outs? Maybe it's actually part of a funnel and people actually go to your website and they download something, okay? Unless they're aware of that being a sign-up point, that's also not a good sign. All right, so now the next thing is, did you know that people spamming your emails damages your reputation? Okay, so there is a lot going on. So key deliverability, you must verify your identity. It's got to be easy to unsubscribe and only send relevant content. Don't send nonsense, otherwise people will spam you and they will unsubscribe. So if you're topical, if you're sending important information, they'll love it and they'll stay subscribed, which is brilliant, okay? So you must make sure that you have a spam rate, right, that does not exceed 0.1%, okay? That is not a large amount. So you've got to ensure that you're staying out of spam jail, okay? So this is the thing, spammers and scammers, as I mentioned, 15 billion emails are sent a day. It is terrible. It is prolific. Who received a spam email today? Who received more than one? Okay, I'm going to say guilty as charged. Who monitors a stack of websites and who saw them coming in literally by the minute, right? There are measures you can put in place as well to stop those things. Have a talk to me about that if you've got spam issues on your website. But look, it's a big problem. So all these changes are there to stop this. Okay, the new technical requirements, okay, you need to have your, as I mentioned, your SPF and your DKIM records set up correctly. If you're not an IT nerd, if you're not a dweeb, those may just look like yet another set of 3 and 4 letter acronyms. I'm very sorry about that, but yes, we live our life by them. And then of course we've got DMARC. Oh, that's 5. So look, it's a problem. If you don't have those things set up, you're going to have a problem. Who's heard of Google's Postmaster? Anybody? Have you? Well, now you have, you've just read it. Google's Postmaster enables you to actually analyze what's going on your domain. So you can go through and set this up and monitor this as well and make sure that you're staying above the level. Okay, really, really important. Okay, step 2, make sure, so who has got capture, some form of capture or stopping the spammers from hitting your website? Who's got that on their website? Jay, fantastic. Yes, you must have that. Now, please invest in the invisible one. Nobody likes clicking on bridges. Nobody likes trying to find the bicycles. It's quite frustrating. Interestingly, it's not what you click, it's how you click it and in the order you click it. And that's actually the capture system. It's very, very interesting. I'm going to leave it there. It's a lot of dweeby stuff. Now, you must show trustworthy behavior as well. Make sure you've got capture on your site, anti-spam and bot protection. It's a big thing, okay? So this all helps your basically your trustworthiness online as well. It's very, very important. As I mentioned, your articles, you must let people know if when they sign up and they download it, that it's an opt-in, okay? It's an optional opt-in, okay? They should be given that option as well. If it is part of a gated article, you got to tell them, okay? Otherwise, you're spamming them, okay? And then if they receive an email back and you haven't told them, expect an email from me, they're going to spam you. That record will increase, you'll get blacklisted, and all of a sudden your business isn't going to impact and you're not going to end up in people's inboxes, okay? So refine your database. Who's gone through their database and gone, nope, 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 recently? Has anybody gone through and refined their database and removed people who haven't opened things, who are just sitting around really taking up space? Has anybody done that recently? No? Good thing to do. Absolutely. Because if you then out of the blue send content to people who aren't your clients, what are they going to do? Spam you. Then you're going to have a problem. So make sure that the people that are in your lists want to be there, okay? Monitor it, get a CRM, get something that's going to actually give you that information as well, and stay on top of it and stay in touch with your clients regularly as well. That will avoid any cold outreach that might come from yourself, even though you've contacted them before. Okay, so now unsubscribe buttons, as I mentioned, don't hide it, make it visible, okay? Simplification of requirements for easy compliance. You must make everything simple for everybody when they're unsubscribing, okay? Yes, there are some great systems to actually detail what you can and can't do when you unsubscribe, but you've got to make it easy. Make it complicated, you're going to end up in the poop. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here because I'd love to know if anybody has any questions whatsoever, because this is a lot of information. And so what it's all about is, are you protected? Are you doing the right thing? Do you have these settings set up? And I'd like to go to the floor for some questions. Thank you so much. And I know a couple of people in the room do already, but look, I'd love to hear from you.
Anyone got questions? No, not tonight, Stuart.
I
Magic.
do.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Sabrina.
Sabrina. Hello,
Yeah.
Sabrina. How you doing?
So, all the information, fantastic. How do you do it?
How do you do it? Well, look, I tell you what, you can Google it. You can Google anything. Okay, you can go through and have a look at all the steps and see how you can attack it yourself. Or what you do is you reach out to somebody who can do it for you. Okay, pretty much that's it. So there are some security settings that you can actually go through and do yourself. But if you're being looked after by somebody, they should have done it already, but you can go through and check. But look, I'm going to say, if you're concerned or you're concerned for your clients, thing out and I can dive in and have a look for you. Absolutely.
Anyone else got a question?
I'm going to throw one more thing in. This is a thing that I'm discovering in and amongst all of these requests and inquiries about, is my email set up correctly? People are sending emails and expecting things to go into calendars that don't end up going into calendars because there's some really suspicious things going on with where they're Calendly set up, what's connected, what's going where. If you've got bookings and things that aren't going into the right spot, let's have a chat. We can sort that out for you as well. So thank you very much, everybody.
Wonderful. Thank you, Stuart.